I'm sitting in a restaurant in Rio de Janeiro. Across the table is Sarah. We've been travelling around South America for the last 6 weeks. It's meant to be one of the most amazing romantic journeys. I'm in the most romantic city in the world, but I feel nothing. I thought I'd be falling madly in love, but we're falling and drifting apart. The next day I wake up in a hotel room in Rio, and I know it's over. I feel this knot of dread. I know I've got to break up with her. I don't know how to tell her. I'm just baffled and I'm confused. My mind has been hijacked. All I can do is frantically panic, and I can think all I've got to do is just get out of this hotel room. I freeze and I start packing up my bags and I start packing up my suitcase. And all of a sudden Sarah wakes up and she's like, "What are you doing, Chris? What's going on?" And all I can say in my panic state is, I'm sorry. It's not meant to be. This isn't going to work. I need to break up with you. I'm sorry. 24 hours later, she's booked a flight back to Australia. We don't even hug goodbye. And just like that, the girl that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, it's over. 2 months later, I'm back in Australia and I'm taking a look at my life. And on the outside, my life looks amazing. Looks really successful. But on the inside, I'm empty. I've been in an engineering career for the last 10 years that I'm bored with. I'm now single. I'm lonely. I'm 30 years old. What am I doing? I think, did I even want to break up with Sarah? Maybe I made a mistake. I send her a message and I say, "Sarah, I'm so sorry. I think I messed up. I want to get back with you." I don't know if she's ever going to respond back to me. She doesn't respond. So I book a flight to Tasmania to spend some time with my family over Christmas. And as the plane hits the tarmac, I check my phone. And there it is. There's a message from Sarah. She wants to speak with me. And now I'm like the guy out of that rom-com. That guy that messed it up. And I've got this one chance to make amends, to win back the girl. What do? I book a flight straight back to see her. And this time when we're sitting across from each other, she's the one that feels nothing. I'm gutted. She says she could never, ever trust me again after what I did to her. I'm devastated. I send her one last message to let her know I'm so sorry for the pain that I caused her. I had no idea. And she replies. She says that sorry isn't good enough. And she proceeds to tell me every last little flaw about my character. She tells me I'm passive aggressive. I don't even know what that is. I've got to Google it. She says that I'm judgmental. I'm egotistical. I got to Google that too. She says that I'm disconnected from my feelings. Wow, this is intense. This is the most criticism I've ever copped from anyone. And then I reflected back to that day in Rio when I didn't even know myself. And I thought, maybe she's right. What if I don't even know myself? What if I'm blind to this? The next morning I wake up and I've got a very specific recommendation from my sister for a very specific book from a very specific guy. Tony Robbins, the self-help guru. Right now, I'm thinking, I can do with some help. Anyway, I go straight to the bookshelf, the bookstore, and I grab the book, and it's called Awaken the Giant Within. I take it, I read it. Holy moly. I'm hanging off every word, every page. This guy's deconstructed my whole entire reality. Oh, this all makes sense now. I get it. I really get it. I am the giant. It's me. I'm the giant. I get it. It transforms my life. Everything changes. I go from being oblivious to being obsessed. I got the source code to my reality now. I learn more in the next 30 days than I have in the last 30 years. Wow, this is big. This changes me. I start showing up so much differently. I'm telling my mates that I really care about them. And instead of shaking their hand, I'm hugging them. I'm looking people in the eye when I'm chatting to them. I feel connected to people. I even ring my dad. And I tell my dad that I love him for the first time in my life. I'm changing at a rapid pace. I don't know what's going on, but this is good. This is so good. I really feel alive. And that's just the beginning. I realize I'm changing from a boy into a man. And I've just activated beast mode. All of that criticism became my fuel. It activated this hunger, this deep yearning inside of me to know who I really am. And I go on the next 6-month journey of awakening. I truly awakened this new man inside of me. I go back into my life and I'm going to seminars on weekends. Going to all these workshops, learning about myself. My friends think I've joined a cult. My dad's confused because he thinks I'm into all this weird fluffy duck hippie stuff. But it's okay. He knows I love him. And I'm even sitting at my desk during the day in my engineering job, pretending to work on spreadsheets while I'm listening to podcasts and TEDx talks and audio books, feverishly just documenting and writing and capturing all this wisdom. It all shifts. One day I'm scrolling through my Facebook feed and an ad pops up. Ever thought about becoming a life coach? I don't even know what life coaching is, but there's something about it that resonates with me. I click it, and before you know it, I'm on the phone to some guy and I've signed up to a year-long life coaching training course. But on the first 3-day training of that course, holy moly, this is what I've been looking for my whole entire life. I found it. I knew there was more. I knew there was more. And I found it. And I didn't even know what coaching was. But I knew that was something here for me to explore, something to expand into. So the next 6 months, beast mode goes up a notch. I put everything I got into this coaching stuff. And I'm actually pretty good at it. I've helped one guy get off crystal meth. I've helped another girl pretty much recover from the same crap that I went through. And it's not even the most important part. The most important part is I feel alive. I know why I'm here. I got a reason for being here. And it's incredible, but I have no idea how this is going to work out. I don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about coaching, really. But I realize I need to make a decision. I've spent 10 years climbing the ladder of success, leaning against the wrong wall. And I can see a path in front of me. I don't even know what it is, but it feels right. On that day, on the drive home, I asked myself, why? Why am I still in this job? And in that moment, I decided to take my decade-long engineering career and I walk away. And it's liberating. It's also the most scary, crazy thing I've ever done in my life. What's my dad going to say? But it feels right. And what I've realized to be true is that life is the ultimate contact sport. And I'm not here to play a safe game. And life, she's a tough teacher. She gives you the test first and then the lesson afterwards. But bless it. Because all the adversity, all the chaos, all the suffering, all the confusion, it all exists and it's there because it contains the seed of wisdom for the awakening and for the expansion of who you are meant to be. And I realize this whole time, through the chaos, through the confusion, through the suffering, through the joy, through the love, through the adventure, through the whole lot, life has been conspiring in my favor, even when I didn't know it. Thank you.